Jefferson curl is one of my favorite full body openers. Using this movement is going to allow you to stretch and strengthen all the way from the bottom of the back body to the top. So the calves, the hamstrings, the glutes, the lower back, the middle back, and even the upper back. If you do have access to a platform, I highly recommend you use it, making sure that it is stable. And because this is more of a prehab movement, just make sure that you are stretching and strengthening and you're not overloading the weight. This is not an exercise you want to go close to failure on. If you aren't very flexible, you can do this on the floor totally fine. If you are flexible and you don't have a platform, you can either stand on a bench, again, making sure it's sturdy, or you can elevate the front of your feet so that your toes are pointing up, which is going to create a little bit more tightness in the back of the body. To set up for this movement, you're going to grab your dumbbell on both sides, so we're only going to be using one, and we're going to be rounding the back and imagining that we are rounding one vertebrae at a time in a very slow and controlled movement, making sure those toes are pointed forward, making sure the knees are pointing in the direction of the toes, and then the first and most important aspect is going to be tucking the chin. And from tucking the chin, then you can start letting that weight pull you down. Again, rounding that vertebrae one at a time. Not necessarily locking out your knees. You can keep a very slight bend, but you don't want to be bending as you roll over. So again, tucking that chin, letting the weight pull you down. You're going to feel a nice tightness in your upper back, your lower back, and the entire back side of your legs. And when you reach that point where you're hitting that full stretch, hang out there for a second, and then push into the floor with your feet to roll up. And that's one rep. Again, slow and controlled. Let that weight pull you down with that neck tucked in. Get that full stretch, hang out, and then roll up.